Hi, my name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, and this is my Make It Monday for today. Today I'm going to do a one sheet wonder of stamping A4 sheet of cardstock and stamping, and we'll cut it up and get 4 cards out of it. So I'm using the Leaves of Holly stamp set and also Perched in a Tree for the sentiment. I've got some cards already made, so I shall put my phone up into the holder because that will be easier for you to see them and see how it's going to work, and we can get started. So it won't be a moment. Okay, so this is the one sheet wonder. So I've got 4 cards here that I've stamped and created the 4 cards just with the one sheet of A4. I can't even open it, look at that. One sheet of A4 cardstock. So I'm going to do them slightly different colors. I'm going to do soft succulent for the card base and cherry cobbler for the matting sheet, and then the basic white. This one was evening evergreen and real red. So I'm just going to change the colors around a little bit, but still use the same colors for the stamping. So let me just move these to one side and we can get started. I think I might have to put a little scrap piece of paper down because I don't want to wreck up this. So I've got my yes, let's get that. So probably we'll need, I'll get a nice fresh one. Okay, so here's my piece of A4. Now you don't have to do this, but I have done a light pencil cross in the center. So that's 14.8, and I've drawn down just with a light pencil mark, and this is 10.5 centimeters, and that's just to keep me on the straight and narrow with my centering of my stamping. So we don't need Perched in a Tree yet, so let's get our blocks happening. I don't need that one. I'll need these 2, I think. Let's see. So this is a really good way to make 4 cards quite quickly and quite easily. So I'm just wanting to see, I want that one will be in soft succulent and this one will be in evening evergreen. So let's just start with the soft succulent. I'll put those there. So we're just going to ink it up. Now I probably should have my sheet underneath me. So there, not my sheet, my Stampin' Pierce mat underneath, so I get a nice crisp image, and I'm going to start in the center. So I'll just ink that up. There we go, and I'm just going to go out like this. So I hope everyone has had a nice weekend. We have had a nice weekend. We had breakfast out on Sunday, so that was nice. And we went to Bunnings and got some potted colour for my Christmas planters. And Rosie, our puppy dog, loves going to Bunnings. She's a bunning freak. So I'm going to put that like so, and I'm going to get my evening evergreen out and go over the top. Now this is 2-step stamping, So you just line it up as best you can, and that's going to be a bit tricky when I can't really bring my head in, but let me see how I go. I hope I didn't come in too much. That's all right. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't really line up. That one's better. Once again, I'm just wondering if I pressed record. I better stand up and have a look in a minute. I probably did. I do these things without thinking. Okay, so let's have a look. Yes, it's recording. Hallelujah. Okay, so that's our center bit done. So I'll put my evening evergreen over there. And we'll go back to my soft succulent. I just want to wipe that off there. And we're just going to go like so. So basically we're just filling up the cross. And we'll put this one like so. And we're starting to get some lovely warm weather now. Finally. Hopefully we won't have too much more rain, because it's just not on, the rain. Okay, I'm going to go like there. Oops, that's sort of half off. Let me just slide that across. Yes. And I'll slide this up. I keep getting ink on my block. That happens with photopolymer stamps because they're so shallow. But that's okay. I need a bigger pierce mat, don't I, for this type of technique. Oh, let's see if I can fix that. Not bad. Sometimes I have wins. It sort of looks like a hot mess when you're doing it, but just bear with me and we will get it to work. Let me think. Let's go back and do the fill-in colour. So you can do this with two-step stamping really quite easily. As you can see, I hope I'm not coming in too badly. And I think that was a bit off center, not to worry. I might leave one of those just soft succulent. I'll try and come around the side. Sorry if I'm coming in too far with my noggin. And I have forgotten to put my phone on Do Not Disturb too. So you never know what might happen. Anyway, we'll just keep going because we can't predict what could happen. Now I might leave a couple of those soft succulent ones by themselves, like not covering them up. And as I said, it looks like a hot mess at the moment, but I promise it will get better. So let's get rid of that. I might just clean my stamps so that I don't have any mishaps, because we don't want a mishap. Okay, so that's those. Oops, bring this back in, and I'm going to do my berries in real red and do the outline, the fill-in colour, the second step of the two-step stamping in the cherry cobbler. Okay, let's see, here are my berries, that one and these ones. I need another little block for that. Forgot about that. So I'll do the real red bit first. And it's just put your berries wherever you think they should go. There's no right or wrong. I might get my other real red because I think that one needs re-inking. This one seems to be, oh, it doesn't look right either, does it? Maybe it was Poppy Parade that I used. Okay, that's okay. We can work with this. That one's better. And you can see I'm just stamping quite randomly. I'm not doing anything special. I want to make sure I get at least 2 in each quarter. So I need another one in this quarter. And I need another one up in this quarter. And I need another one over here in this quarter. So that's that one. And now Cherry Cobbler. And this is going to be like the little outline. Just going to grab my scrap again. Have I got another Cherry Cobbler? I do. Let's see what that one looks like. Maybe it looks better once you do it over the berries. I'll just quickly do that. I think I need to re-ink my Cherry Cobblers too. And that's saying a lot because Cherry Cobbler can be a dangerous ink colour. Okay, let's just go for it. So once again, I've got to try and line these up without bringing my head in. This is probably not the best kind of card to do. Oh, that was more good luck than good management. I won't get them all like that. I bet. So yeah, we've had a beautiful weekend this weekend, weather-wise. Just glorious. Lovely summer weather. Coming into summer. You're probably thinking, this looks like yuck. But trust me, it'll look all right. There we go. So there are all the berries. Okay. So I'll put that away. And now I'm going to cut it up into my quarters for the card front. And we'll see how it looks. And if we need to add any more, we can. So I will just do it at the 14.8 mark. And then we can cut it down further. And 10.5. We can rub any pencil line out that we might need to rub out. 10.5. Okay. So now what we do is we sort of piece it back together and see if we've got any blanks that we need a bit more work with. I don't think so. I think it's going to look all right. So now I'll just get my little rubber and rub out my pencil line. Because I just did it quite softly, it's not that bad to rub out. This one's here. Okay. So now we just need to trim it down a little bit more. So we are going to trim it down to 13.9. So we'll take some of that white off and 9.5. So once again, we're going to take some of that white off. Okay, so 9.5 and 13.9. 13.9. You could also do this technique with Forever Fern. That would be another one that would work for this. Just put a cross on your cardstock and then stamp all around the cross, and yeah, and then just trim it down to the size that you need. Okay, so now, and I was going to get, oops, let me just clean those before I just threw those up on top of that. Wow. Okay. Let me get my other pieces down. So we've got so this is two A4 sheets of soft succulent cut in half to create our A5 card bases. So this so far is just stamps, ink and cardstock. And I'm going to use a punch for the sentiment. So this is something a beginner crafter could do with stamps, ink and cardstock and a punch. Or for the avid crafter, you could then put some die cuts out with the leaves. You could do lots of things. Okay, so, and here are my cherry cobbler matting pieces. Okay, so we can do that. This one I might go landscape. This one, we'll wait and see because it just depends on how it looks. That one might also be landscape one. And this one might be a portrait one. Okay, now I was going to get a new glue out, so let me grab that. I forgot to get that. It's quite windy here today, and we put up our outdoor umbrella, so if you can hear it clacking, it's the outdoor umbrella hitting on the gutter. Okay, so you could sponge around the edges, but I'm going to keep this nice and clean. So I'll lay that onto our matting piece. Oops. I'm not even going to mount it. I will mount the sentiment on the dimensionals. So you can make quick and easy cards with beautiful designer series paper, but you can also make quick and easy cards with stamp sets and ink. And I don't think I got that folded quite as well as I should have. So let's just move that over a bit. Grab my bone folder again and try one more time with feeling. Here we go. So that one. Can't believe how quickly Christmas is coming. It's just a bit scary, really. Yes, that's the umbrella. We've got to go and put that down. Had that up for when I was potting my petunias so that I could have a bit of shade to do that in. So hubby made a windowsill for planters to sit into a couple of years ago, or a few years back, and I thought this year I'll give it some beautiful potted colour out my kitchen window. Love it. So I bought red and white petunias, and I alternated them in each planter. So there's 6 planters, and it looks so lovely. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So it's fun how this comes together. As I said, it looks like a hot mess when you're doing it, and you think that's going to look terrible. But it doesn't. It comes together quite nicely, which is quite fun. And even if you haven't lined them up perfectly, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'll just make sure I've got that folded better. There we go. Okay, so get rid of the glue, my new glue. How good do they look? Okay, so I've got, we might stamp in Evening Evergreen, and I shall put these 2 away, berries, berry cherries, and I'll put, don't put photopolymer stamps on top of each other like this. There we go. So Rosie, our puppy dog, came to Bunnings with us because she loves Bunnings, and we saw so many dogs. It was so lovely. So many dogs were out and about. So I'm going to use Let Heaven and Nature Sing and Wishing You Abundant Joy and Peace, because I really like those 2. So that's that one, and this one. And I did line it up with an oval punch to make sure that they fitted. So let's see how we go. Okay, this one's already punched out. Let's see if I can do it onto an already punched out piece of cardstock. It might not work, and if it doesn't work, we just throw it away and start again. Yeah. Let's start again. Oh, good Lord. Right, let's clean that off. That's better. So we'll do that. This is the double oval punch, $31. It's a great little punch to have, but I'm just using the scalloped oval here. So that's, I'll do 2 Let Heaven and Nature Sing. So I just need to cut that off so I can do the next stamping and punching. And I'll do 2 of the, what is it? Wishing You Abundant Joy and Peace. and I will should I change my ink color? That's what I'm thinking, just for a little bit of difference. Maybe we could go with Cherry Cobbler. Let's do that. See how we go. If it doesn't stamp well, that's okay. Let's see. It looks alright. Where to put the bunch? Here it is. It just fits, but it works. There we go. We'll put one on each. And so scrap cardstock is great because, as you can see, I'm just using it to stamp and punch an image out, a sentiment out. Close that up before there's trouble. Okay. So you just line it up and just sort of push it down so it holds it, not cutting into it. And if you're happy, then you can just punch it. Punches are awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's just clean that off so there's no disasters, because we don't want any disasters. Okay, now I'm going to put this one here, this one here. I've got some ribbon, and this one here, and maybe this one here. But I do want to go around the edges with a blending brush. And I think I'll use soft succulent for the two green ones. I'll do a bit more. Could use a dauber. I'm just being lazy because my brush is here. My blending brushes are here. There we go. That's that one. And do we do Cherry Cobbler? That is the question. Dark reds. Let's see if there's already a dark red on this. Yes, let's just go with whatever is on here for the moment. And when you do this around the edges, dauber, or put the blending brush around the edges, it's kind of like doing a layer. It's a layer you're doing without having a layer. Does anybody remember that ad, the Clayton's ad? It's the drink you're having when you're not having a drink. So just this bit of colour around the edge makes it look like you've got a bit of a layer happening. So before we do that, I'm going to think about, see these ones, I've put ribbon on. I've run out of this ribbon, so it's on my next order. So I did put some ribbon just at the back here. So we might do that for a couple, and then we might do bows like I've done on the other ones. So I just put a bit of double-sided tape on the back, and then that helps me position my ribbon where I want it. Don't have to do that. Do a lot of ribbon, just enough to give it some pizzazz. Get my ribbon scissors and we shall cut it like so. And let's get some new dimensionals. I don't feel like stressing around with offcuts today. I had the opportunity last week on Thursday to go down to Stamping Up's head office in Sydney. It was such a fun day. There was about 11 of us and it was so cool. It was really, really cool. So this one I shall do the ribbon like that. So Brian Pilling was at Sydney's head office with Claire Langsford, and yeah, it was great. It was lots of fun. Great fun. Something I never thought I'd get to do. And there you go. It was really nice. Talked about all sorts of things. State of Stamping Up, promotions, how they're changing things. It was really cool. They wanted demonstrator feedback. So, yeah, I was very privileged to be included in that day, and I felt really happy about it. So I'm going to put this one here, like so. And these ones, I think I will just do on dimensionals, but put a bow underneath. I think that's how I'll do these. So I put 3 on the other ones because we were holding ribbon down as well. I'm only going to put 2 on these. So I'm going to put that up here and this one. So I don't know how long I've been going for with my video yet, but we've made 4 pretty nice cards. I might put that here, and I've got the ribbon. This gold ribbon is in the annual catalogue, I believe. I can't remember what it's called, but I have run out of this beautiful gold edged vanilla kind of ribbon that works on white as well. So I am going to get some more of that. But this one's really nice too. I like this one. If I remember at the end of the video, I will have a look and tell you what it's called and where it is in the catalogue. So just putting a glue dot on the back of that, and I'm just going to put that there. And I don't know if that's enough to make another bow. Could be. Let's see. I don't think so. I'm not going to try. I'll use that for another card and do the ziggy zag with my ribbon. There we go. And we can trim it down further if we need to. Oh, I hope my head didn't come in then. I just bumped into my phone. So, I might just pull those a bit smaller and cut these a little bit shorter. Now I'm just fiddling. Fluffing around. Okay, so now I hadn't even put bling on these cards. It's something I can go back and do. I'm going to go for the Festive Pearls, the good old Festive Pearls. Oh, look, I've got some gold left. Here it is. So we might put gold on these ones. I'm going to put one there because there's a bit of a dot there and I don't know what it is. And I might put one over here. And on these ones, I might just do the red ones. So I need to order some more of these too, because I really love these. They are so nice. And because there's all different colours, it's quite, I'm using them so much. So I could have even used the soft succulent ones, but I chose the red ones. There we go. How about that? Now you could do some Winker Stella splattering. I'm not sure if I want to. I might. But you don't have to. Let me think about it. Will I or won't I? Let's do it on my other ones first and see what I think. Where's my bone folder? Because I will. If you don't want to do that, you could just do the Winker Stella around the berries. Don't know if that shows up on the phone, on the video, but it does look quite cute. Just a little bit of shimmer. Let's do it on these ones as well. And depending on how empty your Winker Stella is, depends on how much comes out. So we did that on the sample cards. We won't do it on our ones we've just made. I'll think about it. So there you go. So these are the ones we made today. So 4 cards. I don't know in how many minutes. About 35 minutes. How cool is that? So they were my samples that I've got no bling on. And these were the ones we did today. And I will go and put an insert in them and stamp inside and finish them off. So I really hope you enjoyed that. So that was using the Leaves of Holly stamp set. It's a 2-step stamp set and it's in the mini catalogue. And I was going to show you where I got this ribbon from. So I'm sure it's in the annual catalogue. And ribbon, ribbon, ribbon. Yes, down the bottom here. So it's the gold 1/4 inch shimmer ribbon. And it's $12.25. And it's just beautiful. Love it. I really do love it. But the Leaves of Holly is in the mini catalogue, and the last chance product list comes out on the 1st of December. And this stamp set is retiring. It's not discounted. Hollyberry dies will be 40% off, and they are retiring. The ribbon, the natural woven ribbon, is retiring, and it will be 50% off. And the designer series paper will be 40% off, and that's from the 1st of February. So I'll put the retirement list up on my business page, Facebook business page, and on my blog, and you can go through your catalogue and have a look. If something's not discounted, but retiring, I suggest you buy it now. So this isn't discounted, but I suggest you buy it now in case it sells out really quickly. There's no point in buying the bundle because these are going to be 40% off. So that's a better proposition than buying the bundle. So I will put the link to the retirement or the last chance list up on my blog and on my Facebook business page. You can go through your catalogue and mark it like I've done. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a great week. Keep well, stay safe, and don't get too stressed and caught up with getting ready for Christmas. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.